Hello, this is Zlewikk and welcome back to the Creators Cup. This is the last quarterfinals match that I'm going to show you, and this is between me and Just Blazin. Of course, a lot of you thought that this would be a quick and easy fight, but I knew after I saw the first battle from Blazin that it would not be easy. It ended up with 7 hours of fight, constant battles. So prepare for that. I edited this as much as I could, so you'll be seeing mostly my comments to what was happening there, plus some parts of the original recording. So let's get to that.
So since Blazin will have home field advantage since I'm East Coast, let's have Zlewikk pick the heads or tails.
Sure.
Aye, tails.
It is heads. Would you like to
Aye,
attack,
aye.
defend, or choose your nation?
I would like to defend.
Defend, okay.
No.
Wait, you want to defend now, Zlewikk?
Yeah.
All
Okay,
right, so
I'll
who do you
play
wanna
as
play?
Prussia.
All right,
Prussia.
so Blazin
Yeah.
or Zlewikk will be attacking as Prussia.
I'm not going to show you much of the preparations because they were the same in most of the matches, but of course I didn't have much luck with my spies. Seriously. So we are going to attack and our agent was discovered. No, again! Is it even possible to get your agent caught twice before even the war started? Ay. That is definitely unlucky. As I was attacking, I could take time to prepare myself. I managed to get to 1.95 million of the troops, which gave me around 200,000 starting advantage. I'll take just Earth. It's the war goal. Confirm. Okay, you guys keep drilling. Even though I declared the war, I wasn't rushing because I wanted to get 2nd% of army professionals from drilling my armies, and for that I needed a few more months to just sit on my ass. I think he got scared because I wasn't moving, so he just went into my country and started occupying Krakow. By the time I managed to get the army professionalism, I had 2.1 million troops and Austria on my Krakow fort. Is that going bankrupt? Well, we'll see. Okay guys, we are good to go. Here from the policies, except the manpower recovery speed that I started with, I took also discipline, artillery compatibility and 10% morale, while my advisor was just discipline. Unfortunately, before I got my troops organized, he sieged down Krakow. It was okay, I could go and engage there without getting any minuses to my armies, and this was our first battle of this tournament, and he actually started the 2nd one in Sandomierz. I'm winning here because of the scorch earth. I'm just to be sure I'm just going to reinforce that. I managed to win both of the engagements here and even got one small stack wipe. While I was sieging down Krakow, he attacked me again and stack wiped my 50k stack of reinforcements. But a little bit later I managed to catch this stack and win both of the battles for myself, which is giving me tons of the war score. I also tried to push from Nowy Sącz, but unfortunately this wasn't reinforced properly and he won there. As I took Krakow back, it was moments to go after the war goal, and while I was sieging down Erz, he attacked me and we had another 2 battles, which I was winning, and on top of that I caught one of his reinforcement stacks in Poshony. On the war goal we won, but of course on the Poshony we got just outnumbered, so I went out of this and we still had a very close battle next to the war goal, which unfortunately I didn't reinforce on time and I had to run away from this. We were fighting 3 battles at once a little bit later, and as I ran away with 500,000 troops back, I was not really close to reinforce the main battles with them. But a second later, as you can see, we were fighting 3 battles at once again, and this time we went out of this victorious and we got a really nice advantage at this point. Then was time to reorganize the troops, build the new ones and push with the front, but of course I didn't want to get into the hills force. Well, as my war score was just 15%, I decided that yeah, I was going to try in Straubing, where I would be fighting on just -1. At this moment I had a little heart attack because he went with 2 full Bakros stacks on my reinforcements and was trying to catch all of them to get as many stack wipes as possible. Fortunately at the beginning I managed my troops properly and ran away thanks to the scorch earths and force marches. I even caught his stack in Glagau, but he caught my 70,000 stack in Bznen and got it stack wiped because of the bad rolls. and even though I won a battle a little bit later on the radar, it was still worth for him. This battle was crucial and we actually slightly winning that while he went on our back with the hope to again win with our reinforcements. But we caught him and win this battle, while the main battle was very close and barely won by us as well, which gave us already up to 35% of the war score. And now all the stupid Zlewikk had to do is just go back to the war goal and stand on it until the 50% of the war score, because we had enough of it. But no, I stood on the war goal. For fuck's sake, I'm lagging so much! I can't do shit! This lag was unfortunate, but we at least got Ingolstadt and we could have a bigger chance of winning this battle as well. It was tough, but we actually win this battle and we won on our back because he was trying to catch us again, and at this point I had 50% of the war score, so I just had to go back and to wait with the ticking war score, and that's actually what I did. I was sending him peace deals. Each of them refused was decreasing his prestige by 5. Stupid Zlewikk again, when he got into the Ingolstadt fort, I decided to defend it. I don't know why, but I was so stupid by doing so. Battle here was very close, but I won and I had 63% of the war score, another reason to just go back and defend the war goal. Then, by an accident, I went into this battle in Ingolstadt again, but without an artillery, and I reinforced that with the artillery stack, but it was not good. He used that moment of my mistake and he just went around and started catching and stack wiping my reinforcement stack. And at this point I broke all my advantage and started losing. My army looked that tragic after these battles and I needed to take time to reorganize. But the time I reorganized, he was already pushing me hard into my country, and just look how much we were outnumbered at this point. It was not even close for us to win these battles and he kept winning them. When he reached wood forts, I was still trying to win there and he was actually late with the reinforcements, so maybe a chance for a comeback. Later, when I engaged him again in Lunenburg as defending there, I saw a little hole in his back which helped me stack wipe 2 of his stacks, 70,000 of troops dead. Of course then he caught me with his artillery stack, but it was already great for us, and even though we killed so many of his troops, we were still heavily outnumbered over here. While I was winning a battle in Altmark easily, he caught some of my reinforcements close to Lübeck, which hurt me as well, unfortunately. But at the same time, I called his 40k of troops, so we are even Steven on this. I then pushed back his northern stack because I was just outnumbering him. While fighting in Weimar, I just went south next to Brunswick. I caught his reinforcement stacks and stack wiped it. But still on the main battle we had no chance while being heavily outnumbered. No! We ran out of the troops here! Come on! It was like 1 day to reinforce. Yes, this battle got me very salty and I actually decided to change my advisor from the discipline to the morale. And after that I of course had to start pushing on him, trying to get some wins on the woods, which I actually got. Look, he sieged down Fortress 7% in 67 freaking days. Unlucky as always. I also realized that I didn't take policy for attrition for enemies, which was a slight difference here, and some luck came back to us a second later, because we could sabotage his recruitment, which was a slight help for us because we are half occupied, so we are not taking as much from Slagen as him.
Hey Zlewikk,
Yeah?
are you just gonna do this the whole time?
No, just look on my numbers. I just rebuilt all the army.
This war has been going on for like, 2 hours.
Yeah, I know.
We
can play second match on another day.
Yeah, I was gonna say we might want to reschedule the second match
I'm
if you're
okay
okay
with
with
that.
it.
I'm
definitely
totally okay with that.
I am exhausted right now. All right, cool. Well,
What
good luck with the
should
rest
I
of
say?
What's that?
What should I say if you are exhausted?
Oh, I know, man. I'm over here watching it. And I'm stressed out. How does your pride feel, Zlewikk?
It's okay.
All right, very good.
Lags are
you're a
not
good
helping,
man,
but it's
and
okay.
I want you to know that no matter what happens, that you're a good man and that you're a handsome boy, and that I respect.
Joey, I will show you the best comeback in the history of comebacks.
All right, I'm waiting on it. Good luck.
Of course, I wanted to deliver what I was promising to Chewie, so I went straight to the war goal to get back some of the war score. He attacked me over there, but I was more ready to play, and while having another fight on the north, we were winning both of them. I even went after his troops farther because he was on low morale, which gave me another one battle, but our prestige was only already 37 because of the stab hits. With another stack wipe in Prague, the numbers were getting closer and closer, but we still were late in the reinforcements on the northern battle, so I just ran away from that. At this moment I noticed that I stack wiped Blazin troops while playing on speed 3, which was a clear disadvantage from him, so I went to Chewie to tell him that he fucked up something. Chewie, like what the fuck, why the fuck we are playing on speed 3?
I did not realize we were. My apologies.
Yeah.
What happened?
I'm sorry for the pause, but we are playing on speed 3 for like 2 minutes.
What? Oh.
Yeah, I just like
No, my
noticed that.
apologies. I must have like went to
Oh,
put my
shit.
thumb on my mouse and I hit the plus sign or something.
Yeah,
my
sure,
bad.
Chewie, sure. Okay,
I didn't even realize.
let's play it. As he kept going into wood forts, I kept attacking him because I had the advantage of the terrain. And it was actually giving me multiple wins, and I was slowly getting back in the numbers. Because we are winning both of the war girl and on the northern front on the woods. Then on this very close battle on the north, I've lost it this close. Because what? Because I forgot about the icons. I was 5% discipline behind. And then he went into 2 battles at once, really overextended. He was trying to catch my reinforcements, but fortunately we won both of them. There we go. There we go! For fuck's sake! Now I had problem. Should I go for the war goal and not get stab hitted, or should I try getting back my forts to get some war score in the long term back and more manpower from the Slackens? He of course kept pushing into my capital, so I started the battle in Berlin so he couldn't go with the artillery stack into his back, which I caught and stack wiped. And it was actually 2 stack wipes because he reinforced that with more infantry. Battle of Berlin was also won by us, so we managed to start getting some comeback at this crucial point. I kept finding his troops misplaced and catching them without the artillery stacks, which was getting me more and more advantage, and our numbers were really even at this point. Then as I was standing on the war goal, he started attacking me, I started attacking him, he was trying to catch my reinforcements, I caught his reinforcements, which gave me another few stack wipes and a big chance to come back in this, but I only had 50k ducats left. We might have it, guys. Now we just need to win that before we lose money. What I forgot about is that I had morale advisor, so I could run out of the reinforcements while having a pretty big amount of the morale, and that lost me a battle on the fort of Leipzig, and my comeback slowed down. And now great news came. I was able to recruit 3 merc stacks that got stack wiped in early game, so my numbers got even some advantage. So now I was ready to contest the war goal again, so we were fighting 3 battles at once. And we not only won all of those 3 fights, but we also did some more stack wipes, but still we were in the middle of taking care of the war goal and protecting it, or taking back our forts, because we couldn't do those 2 things fully at once. So what I decided is to build a separate stack to take care of the forts, while I was pushing him through Bohemia to get some more war score from the battles and to keep and protect the war goal. We actually kept winning those, and there were 3 fights at once again, which we fortunately won. I even did such a nice stack of 20,000 of his cannons. What I decided to do at this point was to send 2 stacks on the border to protect my front line, while the third one was sieging down Leipzig and the 4th one was on the north. With Leipzig down, he actually attacked us in Saxony, so we were fighting a few battles at once again, which we quite nicely won, while he also sieged down Magdeburg, so the comeback was real, but only 30,000 left in the bank. I also need to recover this. Winning battles is on our 116 freaking battles. We are fighting for almost 3 hours, guys! 3 freaking hours! Yeah, 3 hours wasn't enough. We kept fighting with him. for the war goal, because if he took over the war goal, I could be stab hitted again, and I didn't want that to happen because it was decreasing my prestige. But of course I did again a mistake, having a lot of morale but no reinforcements, and I lost a stupid easy battle. What is worse, in the meantime he recruited back his merc stacks, I think 2 of them or even 3, and he again gained some numbers, and we lost in Berlin and in Zlewikk at once. And I was also out of money, so it was the beginning of taking tons of the loans.
I don't think we can take many loans. It's 21. Let's take all of them already, guys. Let's see how much we can play. Eh, that's something. That's 15,000 more.
Anyway, we are defending Nottage Fort bravely, where we won, and I also cut some of his reinforcements in Glogau and in Poznan, which gave me again some advantage, but without money we weren't having many chances over here. I needed to push ASAP. That's why I went back straight for the wall goal, and I needed also to start occupying all of my forts, starting with Leipzig. Then I also went for the Krakow, I went for the western forts. I was still winning the battles to regain some war score, but I was lacking resources to keep it up. When I ran out of any possibilities to take new money, it was like only exploiting death, which would not give me much. I won my last battles for the war goal and peacefully went bankrupt first. I didn't give up yet because I didn't know how close is he to the bankruptcy.
Now the question is, how close is he to be out of money? That's basically my only chance.
So I tried to fight as a bankrupt nation and actually even won a battle on the west, but in the meantime I was losing most of the battles because there was like 4 morale difference between us. While we were having a last stand in Lunenburg, I decided to take my 80,000 cannons, name them Boom Boom Stick, I see you Flory, and went to fight.
We have a boom boom stick now. Flora will be happy about that. Let's go with the boom boom stick now. Never surrender, guys. Go boom boom stick! Yep, there it goes.
After the Boom Boom Stick last stand and stack wipe, this was the time to accept the peace and to lose the first battle.
Guys, I'm so freaking wasted. I don't know what's happening around me anymore. I feel like I should put the whole 4 hours recording on YouTube. No addition. Yeah, also stabbing up for 50 admin points is a joke. We should think about nerfing that a little bit.
Our second match was played a couple of days later because the first one took 4 hours, so we couldn't play it the same day. And as you can see, I switched my hat to play with the co-pack, so I hope that it will give me a little bit more of luck and skill in this matchup.
I would like to defend then.
Okay, I will be pressure.
Okay.
I'm not going to show you much of my preparations here. I was playing as Austria, did the same strategy as the first time, with the only difference on the advisor, which was morale instead of discipline. Policies were exactly the same. He attacked me from Poland to Hungary, and as I didn't have any vision, I of course went for a scouting mission with 1 stack to try to catch some reinforcements, but without any success. When I prepared, I decided to attack in Hont and Spish at the same time, because if I didn't attack on Spish, he was able to cut off all my reinforcements to Hont, so we need to take 2 battles at once. We went better with the reinforcements in these battles, and thanks to that we won in Hont, and I was also able to go around and catch some of his reinforcements in Nowy Sącz, giving us some starting advantage. As he was in a mess reorganizing the troops, I went with the scouting mission to Germany, which managed me to catch 1 stack in Niederschlawitz, and then I just had to run away back to my country because of the forts. I was pretty much blocked. A little bit later he attacked us in Brno, and it ended up with a huge battle where I again took a chance to go around and stack some of his reinforcements. Thanks to that we won the main battle with 13% of the war score, while the second battle didn't matter, so I just ran away. There was no briefing, we were fighting in Ostrava just a second later. I didn't even have time to reorganize my troops after one battle, but still we reinforced that better and won it. I just did a carpet siege on my own provinces to avoid attrition. Stacking 600,000 people in one province isn't the best idea. Again fighting two battles at once, Brno and Ostrava this time, and I was trying to get some of his reinforcements, but he was looking at that. We won this Ostrava while still fighting Brno. He engaged again on me on Ostrava while we won in Brno and won in Ostrava again. And thanks to that we are already on 44% of the war score, so I didn't plan to push any inch on his country except these scouting missions that goal were to stack wipe his troops, and it again worked pretty well. So we can now get 20 more war score from keeping the war goal now. And we have definitely numbers advantage. Yes, we're having numbers advantage, and he kept pushing on us while we're winning all of those battles almost without any mistakes. Again 2 engagements from him on Spish and Ostrava, but at this point I had so much morale advantage and so much troop advantage that he clearly didn't have any chance of winning those, and my scouting mission again worked. I went north to Poznań and caught another big stack. We kept fighting in Ostrava, he was engaging there constantly, but I won and won and won and even got some new stack wipes. He was pretty much on his last stand at this point, trying to get Brno while I was going around and catching his reinforcements. This was the last stand. He took Prague and tried to fight battles against me, but look, the numbers advantage was just too big and he didn't have any chance. I kept stop hitting him. Not that much last stand, again 2 battles, Olomouc and the province left on that, but the same reasons, more stack wipes, and just accepted the peace, and it was 1-1 finally. GG
Well, there
Blazin.
we go.
GG.
GG's indeed. That was quick.
Quick? That wasn't quick.
I choose.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to choose defend then.
Alright, I'll play as Austria. All preparations for the third match were exactly the same as for the second, except I placed my troops a little bit more on the east, because the goal was to attack on Luxembourg as an easy war goal. As I was placing my troops on the war goal and on the front line, of course he went behind my front line and caught a 1 stack, but thanks to my quick reaction with a general and Scorch Earth, I managed to reinforce that with the full artillery stack and I didn't lose that much. I was just slowly pushing one province by one province, establishing a stable front line because I wanted to avoid what happened in the first match. That's also why I was playing on 5 barrels of artillery, not 4. At that point I saw his troops coming next to me and I attacked, which might not be the best idea because I was crossing there, so it was on -1. But well, we started fighting and it ended up in one of the biggest battles in this one match. Unfortunately I was late with reinforcements a few times and my artillery went into the first part of it, and even if I reinforced with more artillery I was just losing way more troops and I should have just pulled back from this battle way earlier. This was an alarm to just go back to the country, reorganize the troops, and it actually took me a lot of time, and he used that to push into my country. And I was just waiting for him to make a good move for me to engage, or maybe to him to engage. He made such move freeing one province where I went and he attacked me, so there started another major battle for this war. Of course I used that again to go behind his reinforcements and get some stack wipes there. While I kept catching his reinforcements, he was a little bit too late I think with his reinforcements on the main battle, so I was just distracting him a lot over there. So even though here for example he got my main stack with his artillery, but he freed a province without artillery, so I could stack wipe him in Nassau. And as you can see, at this point he had way more reinforcements than me, maybe not way more, but more, but he was late with the reinforcements. And I won this major battle that let me come back into this game. Of course, I immediately used this situation to get some stack wipes and 3-1 battles. Then we are again going province by province, pushing his front line with the war goal, but clearly this wasn't enough to enforce anything on him. Then I saw his general that was 3-6 on just -1 battle, and I decided to engage with my 6-6 shock damage received general. In the meantime, we ran another battle on the east. I managed to stack wipe him in Anhalt, but in the east we've lost, while in the main battle it was extremely close. Because I got like 200,000 back in the end, he used that and caught me in Hoya on my reinforcements. I maybe wonder, but I didn't have time to reinforce the main battle, so I needed to pull off from this and go back home, reorganize again. Of course, it didn't mean I couldn't go into his country with some scouts and catch his reinforcement. This point ended up crucial for the whole gameplay, because what you'll see right now is tons of a mess. We are fighting constant battles everywhere, and I think because of that both of us got lost a little bit, and it seems that Blazin got lost more than myself, and I went out of those battles with some advancements. You could see that he got a lot of my troops, I got his troops, there goes a stack wipe from myself, he got some of my stacks, just a lot of mess. But what was important, we killed way more of his troops, we pushed here, and he gained tons of the war score.
Am I getting caught here? Seriously. There we go. There we go. But I, by accident, ran away from this one. So go here. Go here. Okay, it's alright. This guy's come closer here. Yeah, it's a disaster. I think reinforce this as well. Here I'm winning as well, and here I'm winning as well.
After this mess that worked pretty well for us, I decided that it's no more for the manpower recovery speed policy. I ditched it and changed for the plus 5% of the morale that was supposed to be this last nail to the coffin of Blazin in this matchup, which gave me 1 morale advantage over him. As well as just occupying him with 1k stacks in Poland, he tried to go and catch it with 50,000 stacks, which wasn't the best decision because I started chasing him with my main stack, and it ended up with killing tons of his troops and then also catching 60,000 of his mercs and stack wiping them, giving me another advantage. Of course, it still wasn't a free win. I needed to push through his wood forts, and I was fighting constantly a few battles there at once, but thanks to the numbers advantage, we were winning those. And then again, me heart attack, because he was trying to do the same one in the first match, so just caging all of my reinforcements. He got 1, but then I got him with my main stack, and I also did my own stack-wise back at his home, so it was even Steven. Then when I was pushing through the western Germany, and I broke his line, I saw a couple of great stack wipes possibilities. Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Come on! I even went through north to get his stacks without a leader, and this battle challenge might have been a little bit too overextended. At this point I had great force to defend myself, and I could start stab hitting him, which was increasing my morale advantage, and of course in the meantime I had way more troops. He was still trying to push through Leipzig on the grasslands, and he actually was doing quite nicely, but I just went with 2 stacks around and got his reinforcements with a stack wipe. Then there was another stack wipe near the Zlewikk, and then a couple of battles at once that I didn't play too well, to be honest, and I then even lost in Berlin because I overextended, so my decision was just over here to go back home and keep stop hitting him and do not repeat the mistake from the first match. So the moment he went on the forts, on the wood forts, I decided to attack him again because I was a defender, and it ended up in like easy wins and actually the end of the match. God. Yes! There we go! Oh my god. Nice.
Oh, we broke the
GG
count.
Blazin.
We did it,
GG's.
Reddit. GG's indeed.
How long was that?
Oh my god.
Wow, we really...
was 2 hours.
This was 2 hours this time.
Nice.
Yeah.
I think the stamp hit was a good change.
Yeah.
But GG's.
Yeah, that
Yep,
was
GG's
like,
indeed.
Blazin, you are amazing. If you'd like to play multiplayer with me in the future, I'm organizing them on my Discord. You'll feel free to join. Seriously, you're amazing.
Thank you. You are too. It was great. I feel like I learned so much fighting.
Okay guys, I think that's all for today. I think this was the best match I've ever had. 7 hours of gameplay just into the 30 minutes. So if you want to see how the hell it happened in reality, you can check my VOD on Twitch. You can check VOD of Blazin. Tons of fun, tons of amazing moves from both of the sides. So thank you so much, Blazin, again. This was really enjoyable to play. Like, enjoyable. So for today guys, thank you so much for watching. If you like this amazing legendary match, please leave a like and comment it, and I will see you soon.